Good morning, friends. I'm your host, Dr. Joseph, and I welcome all of you to our new session or our latest video on our product called Tiens Gymnema. Everyone was wondering when are we going to launch this product of ours, and I think the time is up. We are finally ready with our new product, that is Tiens Gymnema, and it has been a star product for few years, and people have been asking so many questions how it creates so much of good impact on the patients of diabetes. Well, today we'll be answering all your questions and all your doubts would be cleared. So first we'll start with our product Gymnema. To be precise, it's called Gymnema sylvestre. That is the name of the herb, Gymnema sylvestre. Now many of the companies were working on it, but they used to provide Gymnema sylvestre directly to human body in extract form. Unfortunately, our body doesn't work much on Gymnema sylvestre. So Tiens Group has done a lot of research on this product, which created a new informative ideology. I would say that Gymnema sylvestre, when it's combined with an activator, chromium picolinate, results in gymnemic acid, and gymnemic acid has shown tremendous results in each case of diabetes that we have worked upon, because gymnemic acid provides the optimum nutrition to pancreatic beta isolate cells. Now pancreatic beta isolate cells are the cells which produce insulin hormone in our body. So today we'll be discussing diabetes, and we'll be discussing how this product has been creating a tremendous wave in the cases across country for diabetic people, and especially we'll be learning a lot about diabetic changes in our body, how diabetes have been creating huge change in our lifestyle, and especially many people have started calling diabetes a lifestyle disorder. Well, to be precise, it is much more associated with the stress that we are handling in these times. So Gymnema sylvestre is a herb. In Hindi we call it gudmar, and this product, or I would say this herb, has been used for many years. Even in ancient India, even in ancient times, this product was being used by many people across the nations. However, less research was done on this, but like in past 10 years, a lot of research has been done where the use of gymnemic acid has shown tremendous results in the cases of diabetes. Now if any person in your family is suffering from diabetes, then definitely this video is for you. However, I would recommend please share with everyone whatsoever possible, and wheresoever possible please recommend this video, because almost 45% of our Indian population is suffering from diabetes right now, and those people need your help. They want to improve themselves, however they are unable because they are not getting any options. So what I would suggest is share this with everyone. Now, to starting with detailing about this product, diabetes has got two variations majorly: diabetes type 1, diabetes type 2, and you might be seeing a third one on your screen, that is gestational diabetes, where pregnant women might get diabetic for few months or for few days when the glucose level might shoot up in her blood. However, after delivery, after delivering the baby, the diabetic value reduces to normal. But those two cases that we have discussed earlier, type 1 and type 2. Now type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disorder. Yes, to be precise, autoimmune disorder wherein your own body's immunity works against your own cells. Like in case of type 1 diabetes, your insulin hormone is being destroyed by your own body's immunity, and in those cases the person has to live on with insulin injections externally, because internally the insulin level will always reduce to zero. So majorly we'll be working upon type 2 diabetes cases wherein your insulin is not providing that much of relief for glucose value. Your glucose value might shoot up sometimes. However, you can use insulin regulators. And many of the people that are working on these cases, they always recommend insulin regulators. However, we'll be providing you a complete detail wherein with a natural treatment you can improve your insulin regulation, you can get back on your feet with all your daily course, and you'll be providing a very good feedback to your doctor, definitely. However, once you are diagnosed with diabetes, please make sure that you are consulting a doctor regularly, because that is of utmost importance. Because type 1 diabetes has got few symptoms where you can check in yourself, like you might have extreme rapid weight loss, you might feel tired, you might feel fatigued, you might feel too much of thirst on regular basis, you might feel urination in the evening regularly. So these might indicate that okay, you might have started with type 1 diabetes, wherein you should always go for your insulin checkup, you should always go with your HbA1c. Type 2 diabetes has got more varied symptoms in your body, like you have got dry mouth, you might feel hunger, a lot of hunger, you might feel a lot of thirst, you might have visual impairment as well, you might feel that your wounds are healing up slowly. So these are few symptoms where your body shows you or indicates you that there is some trouble going inside, and we need to check that for sure. Okay, now we'll be discussing how diabetes affects your body. But to start with, we'll discuss what actually happens during diabetes. Now, a person, whenever consumes some food or some food article, the body's digestive system breaks down all those food particles into basic units like glucose, amino acids, and fat emulsification breaks down fat. So, ultimately, your body utilizes glucose on which your body is actually working. So this glucose reaches your bloodstream and the value increases, and your pancreas are being stimulated by your brain to release insulin hormone, and this insulin hormone, when it reaches the bloodstream, it controls your glucose value back to normal. However, in some cases wherein the glucose isn't being controlled by insulin, and your glucose isn't getting down, isn't lowering, in those cases the patient will experience fatigueness, the patient will experience heaviness in chest, the patient might experience too much of urination. That's in when a person goes for a checkup and finds, okay, my blood glucose value is more than the normal range, and that's where the diabetes starts. Now, if this glucose value keeps on increasing in your blood, that might result in many dangerous conditions for your body, like the risk of stroke increases almost till 4 times if you are suffering from diabetes, because your glucose value might shoot up in your blood, and your blood will get denser and denser, and it might result in a cerebrovascular attack. The patient might lose consciousness anywhere, while in traffic or while climbing upstairs, while doing some exercises, while working in kitchen, and these things might prove fatal to the patient. Diabetes has got many more complications associated with it, like it can even make a person visually impaired. Yes, you have heard it right. Diabetes, the level of glucose, if it increases too much in your bloodstream, it might damage your retina, it might damage your optic nerves, it might damage the blood that reaches your eyeballs, and definitely it can make a person visually impaired. So it's highly dangerous. Cataracts and glaucoma, wherein you're unable to view a proper light source, you're unable to see properly, you might see dark spots, blind spot in your vision, and all these conditions might get triggered with your diabetic condition. Apart from that, even your heart muscles can weaken day by day if you're suffering from diabetes. The patient can have cardiovascular attack, the patient can have a cardiac unrest, the patient can go under cardiac arrest anytime. It's possible. So that's the reason why when a person is suffering from diabetes, they should keep a check, they should have a regular checkup of their body, they should have regular tests, so that anywhere if any condition is arising, they should get a proper treatment. However, if we look towards the treatment that are available in India, we are working with insulin regulators, we are working with insulin injections, and that's it. That's where the allopathic treatment finishes. But when we look towards natural treatment, we have got many sources. You might be wondering, people, they have like neem patta extract, people they consume jamun extract. That is very true. They all control blood sugar in your bloodstream. However, today when we are discussing about Gymnema sylvestre, the reason why I'm putting more stress on Gymnema sylvestre is because it helps to regulate insulin, it helps to regulate glucose in your body, and it helps to utilize all the insulin that is being produced by your body to control blood sugar value. And the majorly it works on three components where your body can get best results using Gymnema sylvestre. Like the risk of infection reduces. While many diabetic cases might suffer from UTIs, they might have whenever they use a public toilet, they might end up with some candidiasis infection or some UTIs. People can get relief from that as well. They might have kidney stones developed because of diabetes. They might have nerve being damaged in their legs or in their upper limbs. That is the reason why Gymnema sylvestre works so beautifully. It provides relief in all these symptoms as well. Apart from that, if the patient is suffering from too much of fatigueness, the patient is experiencing too much of lethargy, all these conditions are being treated by Gymnema sylvestre alone. So if anyone in your family is experiencing diabetes, then I would suggest please share this video with them. Please show it to them that why diabetes is creating so much of trouble, and the conservative treatment that they are undergoing won't save their kidneys, won't save their nerves, won't save their heart muscles. The reason why we are sharing this with you today is because diabetes itself never kills anyone. The people, they die because they are suffering from many other conditions associated with diabetes. That's the reason why we are supposed to share this with if everyone possible. Now in your bloodstream, if you view your screen, you'll be watching that how bloodstream works with glucose values, how your bloodstream flows with your cholesterol values. Now glucose has got a tendency that it will stick together in your blood if it gets denser and denser. Now cholesterol also tries to stick with all these particles, and ultimately it results in a clot formation. Patient might end up with a thrombus in any of the deep seated veins. Patient might end up with a thrombus in any of the coronary arteries. So that is the reason why I would suggest is the reason we should start with Gymnema sylvestre is because we want to be relieved with all these symptoms as well. Now you'll watch Gymnema. It is unique because it is the best herbal remedy for your diabetic conditions. People will be saved if they'll start using Gymnema sylvestre, and especially people might end up getting better. They'll be getting more fit. They'll have higher amount of energy levels, they'll have good metabolic activities going on in their body just by the use of Gymnema sylvestre. And Gymnema sylvestre itself, when it works with chromium picolinate, it forms gymnemic acid. In the beginning of the video I said why gymnemic acid has been the best source for our body to work with diabetes, because gymnemic acid provides better optimum nutrition to our body, wherein our pancreatic beta islet cells, they also help to regulate better insulin, and they also help to produce better insulin with the help of gymnemic acid. So many people would be asking us, okay, if we have got many other conditions to be worked upon. Definitely this on your screen you'll be able to view all the products which are in combination with Gymnema. And whenever you are working with a case of diabetes, please look forward to it. You can look forward to this slide as well, wherein you will be able to watch if there are any other symptoms that are being associated with a diabetic patient, then what are we supposed to use. Now every diabetic case is different. please please mention, or I would suggest, please make sure that every diabetic case is treated individually, because in our country, we what we usually do is, okay, all the diabetic cases are same. They should be on insulin regulators, and later on they should be on insulin, that's it. But that is not the case anymore. Many people have come up with solutions for individual diabetic cases, wherein every case has been treated individually with their own pertaining conditions, with their own set of symptoms. And that is why we have developed this slide wherein Gymnema works in association with all other products in combinations, and these will be the best combinations available. So if anyone in your family is suffering from diabetes, then I would suggest, please make sure to share this video with them, so that they'll be able to see how they can bring in positive results in their condition of diabetes, because every diabetic condition is unique and every diabetic case should be treated individually and in a unique way. So please make sure to share this video with everyone, and everyone would enjoy watching this video. And we are open for your comments, we are open for your suggestions, and we are open for your questions, and we'll be able to answer, and we'll try to answer all your questions on time. Thank you everyone.